Alright, we go over R9, add and subtract radical expression. Here we go. So, think of square root of 3 like a chicken. Okay? So now I should combine number 2 and negative 6 together. Number 2 and negative 6 together, and then at the end I put square root of 3. So I should come out at negative 4 square root of 3. Okay? So now I put the answer in negative 4 square root of 3. Voila. Okay? Next one, I do the same thing. Okay? Square root of 2, square root of 2 is the same thing. So you can combine them. Okay? So now 5 subtract 4. 5 subtract 4. And then square root of 2. Look at this. It's just like you factor out square root of 2. Okay? So now you have number 1 square root of 2. You can leave at number 1 square root of 2 or you can put square root of 2. Either one, it should be correct. Okay? So let's put number 1 square root of 2 and see what they say. Number 1 square root of 2. Okay? Let's see what they say. Yeah, it should be correct too. You don't have to put number 1 there. Okay? Now, the next one is, they're not quite the same. This is square root of 3 and this one square root of 12. But square root of 12 is 4 times 3, alright? 4 times 3. And 4 is at 2 square. Okay? So now I can take number 2 outside. So I got 2 square root of 3. Okay? So now put it back over here. Put it back over here. Negative 5 square root of 3 and plus 3. Instead of square root of 12, now I put 2 square root of 3. Okay? Inside. Okay? So now we just combine them together. Become negative 5 square root of 3. 3 times 2 becomes 6 square root of 3. Okay? So now you can see they have the same square root of 3. So now you can combine now. Alright. So negative 5 plus 6 and then square root of 3. Okay? Negative 5 plus 6, that's a 1 square root of 3. Hi, itself. Okay, so I put 1 square root of 3. Okay, I just put square root of 3. It's up to you. Okay? And then I'm done. Voila. Okay, let's do a couple more and then we can go back to the paper. Okay? So 50. Look at your paper. Square root of 50. 50 is at 25 times 2. We need a perfect square, so we simplify. 25 is 5 square. Okay, so now I can take number 5 outside. So instead of square root of 50, you can put 5 square root of 2. Okay? So now, let's put them together here. 9 square root of 50. But instead of square root of 50, I put 5 square root of 2. Okay? So now I come out square root of 2 plus 40 square root of 2. Okay? So now, if you don't see the number in the front, it means it is number 1. So 1 square root of 2 with 40 square root of 2, it becomes 41 square root of 2. Okay? 41 square root of 2. That is the answer. So I put it in. I put it in here. Here we go. I put 4 square. Ooh, 41 square root of 2. I'm missing number 1. Okay. 41 square root of 2. Alright, submit. Ooh, what happened here? Hold on. I'm sorry. 9 times 5 is 45. Oh my god. I know, I made a little error. 9 times 5 is 45. So it should be 46. Alright, so I make a little like error. Yes, sir. Minga, please. One at a time. Did you create Minga? Right now. Okay. So, let's redeem myself. Okay, let's see over here. 125, not a big deal. Alright. 125 is 25 times 5. Okay? And now instead of 25, that's a 5 square. Okay? So now I can move 5 square outside, which is number 5 and then square root of 5. Okay? So now together become negative 40 square root of 5. And then in the back we got square root of 5. So square root of 5, it means 1 square root of 5. Okay? So together you should have negative 40 plus 1 and then square root of 5. So which is negative 39 square root of 5. Okay, here we go. I put down negative 39 square root of 5. Voila. So now, square root of 45. Let's clear this out first. Square root of 45, we've done it before. It's 9 times 5. Oh, a little bit mess here. Square root of 45 is 9 times 5. 9 is 3 square. Alright, so now I can take number 3 outside. So that's a square root of 45. Okay, so now I put negative 9. Ooh, I need some space here. Negative 9, 3 square root of 5. Okay, ooh, and now you have 10 square root of 5. Okay, perfect. So now you can see, before I do this, I multiply them in first. I come out negative 27 square root of 5. And then plus 10 square root of 5. Okay, so now take a look. You have square root of 5, square root of 5. You can factor it out. So inside you have left 27, negative 27 plus 10. So together it should come out at negative 17. And then in the back is square root of 5. So that is the answer. Okay, so now I go back over here, I put in negative 17, negative 17 square root of 5, and then I'm done. Voila. Okay, next one, square root of 50. Square root of 50, 50 is 25 times 2. Alright, 25 is a perfect square, that's a 5 square. So now I can take number 5 outside. Okay, so now put it in, negative square root of 2, subtract 2. So instead of square root of 50, now I put 5 square root of 2. 5 square root of 2. Okay, so now together I got negative square root of 2. Negative 2 times 5, that's a negative 10 square root of 2. Okay, so now you can see this is square root of 2, square root of 2. I can factor them out. Okay, so I factor them out square root of 2. You don't see the number in front of square root of 2, which is number 1. Okay, so negative 1, negative 10. So now together it becomes negative 11 and then square root of 2. So now I put it in. Negative 11 square root of 2. Okay, voila. Here we go. Let's do the higher level. Okay, level 3. Okay, the number is a little big. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Ooh, I can see 15. 135 had to do something with 15. Okay, 15. Ooh, become 9 times 15. Okay, square root of 135. That's a 9 times 15. 9 times 15. 9 is 3 square. Okay, so now I can take out number 3. Here we go. So now negative 4. Instead of square root of 135, I put 3 square root of 15. Okay, the other one is negative 4 square root of 15. Okay, now I multiply negative 4 with 3, become negative 12 square root of 15. In the back, I have negative 4 square root of 15. Okay, so now you can see negative square root of 15, square root of 15, the same. I can factor it out. Okay, so now I have negative 12 and then negative 4. Together, that's a negative 16 and then square root of 15. So this is the answer. I put them in. Negative 16 square root of 15. Okay, voila. Okay. Same thing. So you guys, when you have a square root of 135, you can put down at 3 square root of 15 on your paper. Put that in your paper, please. On the corner, if you see 100 square root of 135, that's a 9 times 15. So you put down at 3 square root of 15. So now you can remember it. Put it down, please, everyone, on your paper. Square root of 135, that's a 3 square root of 15. All right? So now you remember. Put on the paper between, simplify your square root between 1 and 100. The other paper, the paper from Nicola. Yeah? Put on that. So next time, if you see square root of 135, that's a 3 square root of 15. Okay, so now we all know that. So now, instead of square root 135, I put 3 square root of 15. Okay? So now, multiply them together. That becomes 12 square root of 15. Alright. So you can see square root of 15, square root of 15, they're the same. So you can factor them out. Okay? So now you have 12 subtract 10, which is 2. So the answer is 2 square root of 15. Alright? Super fast here. 2 square root of 15. Done. Voila. Okay? I can do, okay, maybe I only have time to check your paper. I can do one more. Alright. Let's do one more. Okay, the next level. Same thing. Okay, square root of A should be 4 times 2, 2 square times 2. So I take out number 2, so 2 square of 2. Okay, 32, square root of 32. That is 16 times 2. 16 times 2, which is 4 square. 16 is 4 square. So it's 4 square of 2. Okay, so now I put them together. Instead of square root of A, I put 2 square root of 2. Instead of square root of 32, I put 4 square root of 2. Okay, so now together become 10 square root of 2 and then 24 square root of 2. Okay, so you can see square root of 2 is the same thing, so I can factor it out. Now I have 10 plus 24, which is 34. So the final answer is 34 square root of 2. Okay, here we go. 34 square root of 2. Voila. The class ends at 11:06. Okay, so here we go. So you can see square root of 3, square root of 3 is the same thing. So you can combine them, okay? So I can factor out square root of 3 in the back. So I should have negative 9 and then plus 10. Negative 9 plus 10 is at 1. So the answer is 1 square root of 3. That's it. Okay. You can enter square root of 3. It's okay. Alright. So here we go. You can put number 1 square root of 3, you can, or you can put only square root of 3. Either way, it should be correct. Voila. Okay, now the next one we do the same. Go ahead. Alright, square root of 3, square root of 3, I will factor it out. Okay, so now you should have negative 8 left and then negative 6 left. Okay. So negative 8, negative 6 is at negative 14. So the final answer is negative 14 square root of 3. Osiris, please turn in your phone. Are you on your phone? Turn in your phone. One. All right. Negative 14 square root of 3. Square root of 27, you know what to do, okay? Look at your handout, or we can do it right now. 27 is at 9 times 3. 9 is a perfect square, alright? 9 is a 3 square. So now 3 square, you take it outside. That's a 3 square root of 3. Okay? So now we put it in negative 5. Instead of square root 27, I put 3 square root of 3. Okay? And now in the back, I got negative 10 square root of 3. Okay? So now the next thing is I multiply negative 5 and 3, which is negative 15. And then square root of 3, and then you got subtract 10 square root of 3. Okay, so now you can see square root of 3, square root of 3 is the same thing, so you can factor it out. So now you have negative 15 and then negative 10, which come out at negative 25. So the final answer is negative 25 square root of 3. Okay, so I put here negative 25 square root of 3. And then I'm done. Voila. Five more minutes. Okay. Okay, so now the same thing, square root of 12. Can you look at your paper and see square root of 12? What is it? Square root of 12. William, do you have your handout? What? 4 times 3, 4 is 2 square. Now you take the 2 square. So if you see square root of 12, you can put 2 square root of 3. You got that? Okay. So now I put it over here, negative square root of 3 plus 2. So now instead of square root of 12, I put 2 square root of 3. Okay? So now I come out negative square root of 3. 2 times 2 become 4. Alright, now I have a question for you guys. In front of negative square root of 3, what's the number in front of negative square root of 3? What is it? This is number 4. What a number right here? If you don't see the number, what is it? 1, correct. So negative 1, alright? So now you can see you have square root of 3 is a common, so I will factor it out. Okay? So now in the front I have negative 1, in the back I have number 4. So together is that number 3, so 3 square root of 3, the final answer. Okay, so here we go. Put it in 3 square root of 3. Okay, submit, voila. Okay, so now square root of 80 we already know. 80 square root of 80. 80 is at 16 times 5. 16 times 5. 16 is at 4 square. So I can take out number 4. So 4 square root of 5. Also you can see the clues right here. There had to be something with square root of 5. So then you can combine them together. Alright? So now instead of square root of 80, I put 4 square root of 5. Okay? And then in the back, I have square root of 5. Okay? Now I combine, multiply the outside number. 9 times 4 is at 36. So 36 square root of 5. And in the back, I have square root of 5. So in the back, I have square root of 5. I have no number in front of it. So what is the number in front of it? It's hidden. What is it? Manny, what the number in front of square root of 5 is not there. Number 1, correct. Okay. So now you can factor out square root of 5 because you have square root of 5 here and square root of 5 here, so you factor it out. So inside you have 36 and then number 1. So together is at 37 square root of 5. That's it. Okay. I put in And now I'm done. 37 square root of 5. Alright? On your handout, you can see square root of 80 is 4 square root of 5. We already went over. On your handout. Okay, done. Okay, now you already know square root of 20. Square root of 20. 20 is 4 times 5. 4 times 5. 4 is 2 square. So now I can take number 2 outside. So 2 square root of 5. Okay? So now put it in. Here we go. Instead of negative 7, instead of square root of 20, I put down 2 square root of 5. Okay? In the back, I have negative 10 square root of 5. Alright. So now I multiply outside number, negative 7 with 2 become negative 14 square root of 5. And then subtract 10 square root of 5. So you can see we both have square root of 5 right here. So we can factor it out. Okay? So now inside you have negative 14 and then negative 10. Is that together become negative 24? Okay, so the answer should be negative 24 square root of 5. Okay, negative 24 square root of 5. Here we go. Okay, let's do one more. Square root of 50. Square root of 50. Square root of 50 is that 25 times 2? We need the perfect square. 25 is at 5 square times 2. So now you move out number 5. So number 2 is still inside. So now we put it in 9 square root of 50. But instead of square root of 50, I put 5 square root of 2. Okay? In the back, I got subtract 6 square root of 2. Alright, now I multiply the inside part, the outside part. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 square of 2, subtract 6 square of 2. Okay. So square root of 2, square of 2, you can factor it out. Okay. So now we have 45, which is right here, and then number negative 6. Okay. Together is at 39, 39 square of 2. That's it. That is the answer. Okay, I put down 39 square root of 2. Alright? So this assignment is easy because we got the handout of simplifying square root from 1 to 100. Okay, so I'm done with this.